Hello, everyone. So, yesterday I received a notification for another Pendragon Cycle trailer, which I swiftly clicked on. And as I was watching it, I was popping with excitement as if I was popcorn. It's just so good. And it's a compact trailer compared to their previous 2 plus minute trailer. Um, this one is sitting at a cozy 39 seconds. Yeah, that's really short, but it's so compact. It's full of really interesting scenes, character narrations. It's really building up hype, and at the end there's this narrator that's saying the Pendragon cycle, Rise of the Merlin, exclusively on Daily Wire Plus. Like that's pretty cool, and obviously, judging by its viewership, it is sitting at 3K views, which means that the Daily Wire has not utilized this trailer as an advertisement because their previous trailer, I remember, was sitting at like 2 point something million views. And then within like 2 to 3 days, it has spiked to 4.3 million views. And even their behind the scenes footage has really been exploding in viewership because they're using it as ads, which is good. But this 39-second trailer is just perfect enough for an ad, you know? The other trailers were good, really good. Has obviously they have more scenes, more action scenes and stuff like that. But this trailer just is perfect enough for people to fully watch, you know? Anyways, I was just thinking yesterday, this trailer needs to be for the Super Bowl. Well, not necessarily this trailer because, you know, I don't know when the Super Bowl comes out. I think like maybe February or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe it's days after the Pendragon Cycle's release. I just totally forget when this comes out. I know it's like early around every year, but I just can't remember which month. I know a lot of people I watch complain about the Super Bowl, but I just can't remember when that all happens. Nonetheless, if they can make a new trailer, and even if the Super Bowl is after this show's premiere, I still think that the Daily Wire can at least make a Super Bowl trailer around 39 seconds long, and I know it's going to be expensive, but trust me, the reach would be fantastic. They would be reaching millions of individuals out there. And here's the thing. We have to utilize platforms like, well, you could say events like the Super Bowl, really, because we have a lot of things to show to the world too, a lot of TV shows, movies, and it would make no sense for us not to utilize the Super Bowl for advertising. um, Obviously, we have to use these platforms like we use YouTube. You know, obviously, the Daily Wire pays for ads on YouTube. And, as much as we disagree with the way YouTube handles certain creators over the past few years, we still utilize this platform. And I think we should not shy away from utilizing other platforms as well. And when it comes to advertising, we should be doing that. And we need more shows. Okay, we need more shows. We need more movies. We just need more content. And, the Pendragon cycle, obviously it's going to generate subscribers for a few months, but where do you go from there? People can't just wait like the next 10 years for a next project. They need to have more content now. And, right now there's a bunch of stuff happening behind the scenes with other streamers merging and stuff like that, and other companies merging. And it's like, I have no idea where to even keep track of all of this, how to even keep track of all of this. Regardless, if the Daily Wire could make a brand new streamer that focuses solely on entertainment first, like sure they can have their documentaries on the side and have their political satire on the side, but majority of the content would be for all ages. When I mean all ages, I don't mean one show for all ages. I mean like various shows and movies for different ages. And also, just just keep it focused on entertainment first, and that would really generate a lot of viewership, and focus on a lot of adaptations, because because there are plenty of books and comics that deserve proper adaptations, but unfortunately, we aren't going to get that from mainstream Hollywood. Okay, and yeah, obviously, the Daily Wire is trying their best to promote this show. They have even sponsored people to talk about this show and react to the trailer and stuff like that, and I think that's fantastic. I know some people will disagree with that, but let me just say that people have been sponsored all the time for various things, various products, various shows, movies, and video games. Obviously, obviously, this is just not a problem, you know? And I think people have been sponsored to make edits out of out of these shows because once the second trailer dropped for the Pendragon cycle, all of a sudden I'm seeing people make edits, and I did not see those edits before. It was quiet, really quiet when the first trailer dropped. So yeah, obviously most people who are making edits are maybe being paid for it, but still I have no problem with that. That's fine. Okay, as long as the reach, spreads out. And even though the reach is quite small, people are interested in what they are seeing. And that's just it. People want to see stuff like this. And if the Daily Wire could really pull this off, they can make more shows, more movies, and I hope they don't give up this momentum. And I know there are people also on the right who would say, why should you get into this type of stuff? Well, culture matters. Now, not everything has to be a political satire, obviously. Not everything has to be Mr. Burcham or the New Norm show. But obviously, we can do more than just that. We can really express ourselves in various ways. And I know that there's this stereotype that we conservatives can't create anything and we just lack everything. That's a very horrible stereotype that we have to break. And the only way we have to break it is showcase what we can do. And this is what we can do. Now, I know a lot of people will put all of the eggs in one basket, um, such as Angel Studios, which I love what they're doing, by the way. Props to them, but I don't think they can do everything. Like they have their own standard. Okay, like they're not going to be making all of a sudden sapphic shows. You know what I'm saying? And I know the Daily Wire also has standards, but I would say that they're a bit more raunchy in certain aspects, which I like because we should not be afraid of having certain shows to be raunchy. But it doesn't mean that we have to only make shows that are raunchy. Like we can make all genres, all for all types of audiences, and not just only make for one type of audience. But I'm happy that the Daily Wire isn't really shying away from raunchiness. And you could see that with Run Hide Fight. Run Hide Fight has a lot of blood, a lot of scenes, a lot of controversial scenes, and it's just good. It's good to see that because we don't get a lot of that from conservative companies. So I would like to see more of that, or conservative leaning companies. We just need more of that, okay? And we don't just only want to make that, obviously. We just need various types of shows that doesn't shy away from different stuff. And in this instance, with the Pendragon cycle, there's some making out scenes. You have scantily clad women, stuff like that, which, by the way, is pretty tame. It's pretty tame compared to other stuff people can make. Okay, nonetheless, we need more shows, more good arts coming from conservatives, and we should not just be only focusing on like culture war stuff, as in, well, okay, when I mean culture war, stereotypical culture war stuff, I mean like like only political satire. And I get it. Hollywood is doing the same thing. They love to own the chuds, even if it empties their pockets. Okay, fine, whatever. They can keep on wasting money. They can keep losing fans, keep calling the fans ist and isms. It doesn't change the fact that we can do something different. So we can do something different. We should do something different. What else can I really say? Uh, Oh, by the way, some actors and actresses have been kind of like reeling away from politics for a while. Like for instance, what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence. You know, a month ago or so, everyone was talking about her, and she was on this podcast and she said that she's just not interested in being overtly political. But then at the same time, she says that she's working on a documentary about Roe v. Wade, and it's like we all know it's going to be biased AF and going to paint the pro-lifers as if we're monsters. But at the end of the day, really, um, we have to look at that and say, okay, you know what? Okay, she's working on a documentary. That's interesting. Okay, now let us work on documentaries. Let us, not only that, work on shows that have pro-life themes. And there we go from there. We challenge it in ways that isn't just only like uber reactionary. We just kind of like, we take that energy and we kind of mold it into a good shape. It's like you're trying to create a beautiful castle out of anger, and out of just disappointment in the world. You just got to use these emotions to craft this beautiful castle, and we have to enjoy it. We have to live in this castle. This is what we have to do. Okay, anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. Bye bye.